What's up guys, it's Tanner here, and in today's video I'm going to kind of talk about my return back into tricking and how I'm kind of getting myself back into it. So in today's video we have 3 sessions that I recorded over the past maybe, I think it was about a week or 2 ago, of what I like to call test week. So test week for me is where my only training is really just those tricking sessions. So I take out all other volume, all other strength conditioning outside of just maybe some walking, playing with the family, things of that nature. So during test week, I allow myself to have caffeine, which I didn't about 3 to 4 weeks prior to test week. So I could actually see where I am when I'm fully hyped, fully stimulated, ready to go. So without further ado, let's kind of go through the clips. So before we get started with that, actually, some of you guys might be wondering where I've been over the past couple years. And the simple answer is injuries. Injuries and surgeries. So I've had two surgeries, I guess you could say, over the past 2 to 3 years. The first one was my ACL surgery. If you guys didn't know, I actually had a torn ACL for about 3 years prior to myself actually getting surgery. So I kind of had the chance to get that taken care of, so I got that taken care of. So now I can actually finally trick without a knee brace. Yay! And the second one was a bicep tear. So I tore the right bicep, spotting it by cancer, actually, funny enough. Just kind of went too far and popped. So that's the 2 surgeries that kind of kept me out of tricking for a while. And the biggest thing that kept me out is learning how to adjust with all the surgeries. And I also had a daughter during this time, so I'm starting a family. So all these things kind of took my focus away from training, and that's okay because it allowed me to focus on other things in my life. But now I'm ready to get back into training a little bit more and excited to push where I can, and it's because I think I can still push the sport of tricking for myself. Nowhere near the level of people out there now, but for myself, I got a feeling I can still push for at least another 5 to 10 years if I take care of my health. So that's where I've been. Like I said, there's 3 sessions. There are 2 grass and 1 plyo. So for these, I'm just going to kind of let all the clips run through, giving some light commentary over them as we go through them, and kind of go back and talk about each individual session. Do some pause play. There we go. Boom. So this is the combo I actually wanted to hit that day, which was G7 hyper advantage 9, hook 540 rep 9, hook cartwheel full. This plyo session was really fun. It allowed me to break through some mental barriers I've had since the ACL surgery. So that was really nice. Really exciting for me to experience again was that kind of letting myself get into the flow state while tricking. I don't get that very often when I trick anymore. There's all the homies in the background. This session right here was probably one of the most fun that I've had in a while, because I got to actually push myself in ways that I haven't in a bit. And I want to thank that a lot to my conditioning and things of that nature that I've been doing over the past month or 2. Boom. That combo was so frustrating to me that day. It took me probably 30 minutes to actually get it somewhat out. It still wasn't very clean, but I was able to get it out during that time. This is the one where I actually got it. Boom! The excitement. This is where I started getting hype. This is where I started to want to go in. Look at that. Look at that excitement on his face. Look how excited I'm getting right now coming back and watching this. I do need a haircut because it's pretty mild. It's pretty wild right now. It's at the lion's mane. Also, I need tan more. My legs are super pasty. Alright, so that's the quick run through. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back, talk about each individual session, clip, whatever. So the first session we have is really G7 hyper. I did a few things before that. I started warming up. Then on this first one right here, I thought I almost missed a foot. And I thought I was going to go to split. So it took me a little bit of time to readjust, to find the timing, so that when I wanted to vanish 9 out of it, it was super easy to do. So the combo that I went into this session wanted to hit after I hit a good G7 hyper was G7 hyper, vanish 9, hook, 540 wrap 9, hook, card 4 hyper hook. And I was able to get that out after a couple tries. I think this whole session right here maybe only lasted 35, 40 minutes. So let's talk about the length of the sessions. During test week, I don't really warm up that much because for me, mentally, it hurts me if I take too long to warm up. I need to warm up fast, I need to warm up aggressive, and that's why I like to limit the use of stimulants and caffeine before, because when I do take those, it makes my warm up a little bit shorter because my body is ready to go. And also I lower the total volume of training way down, so my body actually is fresh every time I train. Now, if I'm training a lot, warm up becomes very important because I've been injured a lot and I've learned from my mistakes. But when I'm not training that much, the warm up goes down slightly because my body is not as fatigued as often, if that makes sense. Well, let's keep going through the clips. So G7 hyper vanish 9, hook 540 wrap 9. All right, I thought I was gonna have it on that one, but these things right here fall out when I get really sweaty. They're super great headphones. Outside of when I get really sweaty, then they just fall out of my ears. So that's a little downside to the JBLs, but yeah, maybe sad. So what I tend to do during the times where I'm outside and that happens is I'll play the music up until I'm about to go. Then I will take the headphones out. Then I'll throw the pass and I'll put them back in. Because for me, music is super important for me in that flow state in the session. So when I'm sessioning, I'll make sure I use songs that I know the lyrics to, that I know, because I've created emotional connections to some of the songs. So when they play, they kind of change my emotional state, my physical arousal. They can either make me go up or down. So on that one, the headphones fell out. So this one, I took the headphones out, and I got it. Wah-bah! All right, this plow session right here. This one was really fun for me because it has been a super long time since I've been able to cart dub consistently at the end of combos and combo out of it. So in this session, I was able to combo out of it and into it relatively easy. This session, I think, lasted probably 2 to 4 hours. Obviously, I didn't train the whole time. There's no way I can do that anymore right now with my current lifestyle. So I trained maybe 30 minute to an hour spurt, kind of hung out, talked around, then I got back into the zone, and I tricked again for probably another 30 minutes to an hour. But this session was fun just because, like I said, the cart dubs are there. And those haven't been there since before the ACL surgery, so that's talking 3+ years since I've been able to do those comfortably and feel confident in my knee's ability to take that landing. So there's the first clip, boom, just cart dub, pop flash, master scoop cork. Here we see the G7 hyper again, vanish 9, hook, cart dub, boom, easy peasy. Look at all the people in the background. There is Carson, Andy, Chris, and some other people I don't remember the names. I'm sorry guys, but I've met you guys a couple times. So, super sorry about that. But yeah, that's the spring floor. Now, the fun thing about that spring floor is it gets super hot during the time the sun is on it. So you have to kind of time out when you actually want to trick on it or change where everyone's actually standing. So in the first few clips, you didn't see anybody because they were on the other side of the floor because that's where most of the shade is. Then in this one, you see them on the other side. Now, the floor getting hot is okay, but it starts making your feet sweat. And when your feet start sweating, you start slipping all over the place. So that makes that floor like a living hazard. But it is probably one of the favorite spring floors I've been on in a while. Even though this is a shot at myself. I don't have a lot of control going forward or backwards at times. So tricking on 3 panels of spring floor, it's pretty hard for me. But here's what we got. And this floor's super awesome, by the way. Hit up the tricking guide or Chris Nato if you want to trick on this floor. Me. Boom. All right, here's also another fun fact. When I do get back into tricking for these little short periods of time, I always like to start off with vert kicks or things that don't flip as much. Simply because it does not hurt my body as much. It allows my joints, my knees, my ankles, my hips to get used to the impact of jumping and doing all these one-legged takeoffs, landings, things like that. Again, because if I just start with swings or if I just start with a lot of punching, my body gets beat up because generally it isn't prepared for that, or at least it has been in the past. So what I'm trying to do now is prepare my body more so beforehand, so that when I actually do get back into tricking, I can flip and do things like that a lot easier without having to worry about the health of my joints as much, because it's already conditioned to do the things I'm asking it. This one we see side swipe rep 9, or not side swipe rep 9, side swipe, pop back 9 hyper. Let's go back. Side swipe pop 9 hyper, cart dub. All right, so this grass session right here, this grass session, like, got me really hot. God, my hair is a mess, but it's fun. That's why I wear the hat. Back on. So this grass session right here really allowed me to go past my current thoughts and beliefs of what I was capable of. Because it's been so long since I've been able to cart up on grass consistently and confidently that this session allowed me to do that. And I did it probably 4 or 5 times in combo and just by itself. That it gave me the confidence that I still have a few years in the sport. I still can push for myself. Now, when I say I still have a few years in the sport, I mean for myself. There is no way I can touch the level of people that are out there right now, like Shosei, like Zen, like all those dudes. They're nuts, and there's no way right now at my age and the family and all these other responsibilities that I have that I can reach that level. But I can still push tricks for myself. So I'm really excited about trying to push myself and see what I can get, and I'm pretty sure I can go past what I've had before. So this grass session, boom, bop. It's a nice, easy, simple combo to warm up. Now, this combo right here, this one was fun just because of one of the things I wanted to actually work on during my comeback into tricking was making sure I had a jackknife. Jackknife has always been one of my favorite tricks. I haven't ever really been able to do it super clean well the way I want to, but I've been able to do it good for where I'm at. So with this session, I was able to do it again at the end of a combo. And it made me super ecstatic because, like I said, that was one of the tricks I wanted to get back when I got into, or when I re-got into tricking. Sorry, I'm adjusting around. But yeah, so I was able to do that one. I was kind of stumbling all over the place, but it gave me the confidence to be able to try it again and to be able to actually try to rate the kicks. So on this one, boom, do the same combo. I get the jackknife out. I was able to hit it and still keep my posture, or still keep my balance at the end of it. And so that made me excited. I was like, boy, I can hit some session. I can hit some tricks this time. So that was the trigger that put me into that flow state. So for me, getting into the float state is, with tricking at least, is when I have something that might be a little far out of what my current belief is, but then I just find a way to get it done. Okay, once that happens, that session right there, it's done. Anything I can think of that I want to do, I can get pretty close to it within my current abilities. If I hit that jackknife and I was like, yeah, I can dub it, I know that's not the case. But when I do hit those micro ascensions, I guess you would call them, it allows me to build the confidence, build myself up to be able to hit the combos that I want. Because tricking is just such a mental game sometimes. Especially for me. It's always been a mental game of, can I do this? Am I able to physically do this right now? Especially with all these injuries and surgeries, it's always been in the back of my head. Am I actually able to do this right now? So when I hit those little micro ascensions, that allows that disbelief to just boom, go out the door. And that's what we start to get. Boom. Alright, so this combo, I'm going to talk about the combo really quick because it took me probably 30 to 40 minutes to actually get through. It was hook, tornado, vanish 9, hop over hook, hyper, hook, side swipe, tornado, swing gainer. Relatively easy combo, but the big part for me was trying to find the timing of how to kick the brown kick all the way through for the cheat 9 into the hop over hook hyper. Because what I was doing is I was underkicking the cheat 9 so that my hop over hook would travel too far forward, which made all my momentum start to travel forward instead of to the side. So my DOM, my direction of momentum, kept changing on me. So instead of going the way I wanted it to, it would shoot off in all these weird directions because the 9 after the tornado was a little off. So it took me some time to try to dial that in. As you can see that in the clips, the combo itself starts to go more linear to the side instead of more forward and back. So the first one I couldn't even get to the side swipe because it was so off. Here's a second attempt. So tornado, vanish 9, hop over hook. Now you can see I'm really pushing towards the camera. So I was able to get to the side swipe. I was able to get the tornado swing, but I had to put my hand down for the gainer. Then autopilot kicked and I just did the pop full. God, look at that face. It looks so angry. I was so close though. But at that point I knew I could actually hit the combo. So here it is. Boom. Hook. Side swipe, tornado, swing gainer. That made me excited. But that gainer was kind of I know I can do a better gainer, but for where I'm at right now, I will take that 100% of the time. Because that was a hard combo for me to do that day. So, like I said, once these little micro ascensions happen, it just carries on to the next combo I want to build up to. So the first micro ascension was the jackknife. This next one was that combo. So the side swipe, tornado, swing gainer. And I was like, man, I have all the confidence in the world to up right now. So that's what I started to do. I warmed it up, did a couple cartwheels, did a couple cart rebounds, and I was like, boom, hit it. Easy peasy. I was like, that was way too easy. I think I can combo it. So the combo I wanted to do with it was 540 rep 9 hook cart dub. But for some reason, this whole test week, 540 rep 9 has been a real struggle for me. It's just the way it has been. That's okay. So trying to get the right timing from the rep 9 to the hook kick was messing me up. So the first time I actually comboed cart dub again on grass was 540 rep 9 hop over hook because I kept messing up the timing on the actual rep 9. Now here you see that one. See how I kind of didn't get the full rotation around for the rep 9. It kicked out to the front. It didn't let my momentum carry through for the hook. So I was like, I just want to get a combo out of the way to put the confidence up. Boom, got it, nailed it. Just get excited. During this whole time, I'm at the part. And when I actually get this, I get loud, I get aggressive, I like it. It helps pull me into the session more when I get to... So for myself, being loud and aggressive helps keep me in that flow state a little bit longer. So I had to have a hook kick before it, and I finally got the combo I wanted. Boom. The sheer excitement brought me to my freaking knees right there. It's been so long since I've been able to cart up on grass, and I was able to do it in combo, so it made me really excited. Maybe I want to keep pushing what I'm doing, keep doing what I'm doing, keep wanting to push, get better. But after I went back and saw the clips, that 540 rep 9 and the hook kick after the rep 9 was kind of barely hip level. So I was like, I know I can do better right now. So I did one more. Wow, boom, bop, bam, and done. Sent. So yeah, that was the 3 sessions of test week that I did. So now it's back to not having a lot of caffeine, stimulants, things of that nature, letting my body get used to training without. And hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys another test week soon and let you guys keep up with the progress of my tricking. But what I want to do in the future as well is go back on all my old samplers and kind of do the same thing. So have them play, talk about kind of the emotional state I was in, the physical state I was in, the injuries I was training around, how my training was around that time, and what other activities and things of stuff I was doing around those sampler times. So if you guys think that'd be interesting, like, subscribe to keep up with the chronicles. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Tanner out.